So in this example we're going to find the equation of a line, and it's perpendicular to another line and passing through a particular point. So we've got the line y equals 2x plus 3, and we've got the point 6, 1. So what's the first things we need to think about? Well, we're trying to find the equation of a line. So the equation of a line again is always y equals mx plus c. And clearly we need to find each part. We need to find m and we need to find c again. Alright, m being the gradient, c being the constant. So what do we know? Well, we know from the original equation, the equation 2x plus 3, that the gradient, and now this gradient, I'm going to call it m1, is equal to 2. And we also know that the line that we're trying to find is perpendicular to that line. Now the perpendicular line then, it has a gradient, hold on, there we go, the perpendicular line, its gradient, we'll call that m2, must be negative 1/2, and that's because 2 times minus 1/2 is negative 1. That's the result that we found in our little investigation that we did earlier. Okay, so we've got the gradient of the new line. We also know that at the point 6, 1, x is 6, y is 1, and the gradient is negative 1/2. So that's it. It's exactly the same as what we've been doing before. So we've got y, 1, equals m, negative 1/2, times x, 6, plus c. Okay, now 1/2 of 6 is 3. So we end up with 1 equals negative 3 plus 6. We will add 3 to both sides, which gives us that 4 is equal to c. This implies that the new equation of the new line is y equals its gradient, negative 1/2, of x plus c. But c is 4, and there we have it. Now that's in the form y equals mx plus c, and as we've seen before, we can change that into the general form. And in the general form then, all we're going to do is multiply everything, in this case, by 2. Now can you see why we're going to multiply by 2? Correct. We've got 2 halves make 1. So we're basically cancelling out that fraction. Alright. So we end up with 2y is negative x plus 8. Now with the general form, it's, if possible, to be honest, it's better to have a positive x. Don't know why this is, but this is true. So what we'll do is we'll add x to both sides here, and we end up with 2y plus x equals 8, and then we'll just take 8 from both sides. All we're doing is rearranging this equation, so we now have 2y plus x minus 8 equals 0, or we said the general form was ax plus by plus c, so we've got x first, y second, constant term third equals 0. So you've got general form like that, and you've got slope intercept form like that. Okay, that's done.